Yeah, well, we can do that, can't we? Hold on, let's see what...
Oh, in here, isn't it? What the hell's this?
Oh, I've got my gigs on now. Come on, Dave, what is it?
What is it? I have no idea.
Elvis.
Blue Brothers.
Elvis intro. Then go straight into CC Rider. Oh, CC Rider.
You know you'll get a copyright slap for that.
We won't, it's a made up one.
Turn
Well, thank you very much. Let's get that off. Right!
Copyright! You won't be able to watch this video.
It is evening. Good evening, Fisher people. My name's Alan Norrish. Shall I do the AKAs?
No, Alan, I'm sick of people. You know, when I went to Aston, people singing it to me, whistling it to me. I've had enough.
AKA Stan Laurel, and this is David Wood from Bag Up TV, AKA Hard Ollie.
Mr. Grumpy.
I don't know what it is, but it does make me laugh, that Dave. It does make me laugh. And what a rush it's been getting here, but it's lovely to see you, Dave, because I know you keep ringing me. You're missing me, aren't you?
Not really, Alan.
You
Not
are?
really.
He is, folks. He's missed me. I've been that busy. He's missing me, I tell you. So anyway, nice to see you, Dave.
Nice to see you, Al. Welcome to the van chat. And we're back in Alan's van, aren't we?
We are, as John Arthur would say.
We're not dogging.
What an idiot he is, dogging in the van. We are here. Well, we can't say where we are. We don't want to get bombarded, do we?
Secret location, Al.
But he's been watching a few young fillies walk past, hasn't you?
Yeah, but secret location. We don't want John Murray turning up and offering me out for a fight.
Good old John Murray. Hey.
Right, so we're going to start off with the questions like we normally do from last video. And it's been quite a while, hasn't it? Has it been about 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
It's not questions, Dave. It's comments.
Comments, questions.
God, it's like pulling teeth.
So we normally do this, read a few comments out.
Can I do it first one? Can I do it first
Go on
one?
then, Alan.
Buck Richard. Remember Tweaky off Buck Rogers?
Yeah.
Buck Richard, I'm loving this van video series. They make me smile from start to finish. Thank you both. I like that. Cheers, Buck. Dave? Is Dave still here?
I was just reading that one. I thought.
Go on, Dave.
So, Dave Farmer, well done again, Nosh and Woody. Loved all the banter again. Well done on your sponsor, W. And Nosh for Colfin, I don't know what that says. Keep it going and don't worry about the bad comments. It's their bad luck. Tight lines, keep fishing and filming. Fish on and bag up. What bad comments? What do we say? Oh, about bad comments last week.
We were on about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, it don't bother us in the slightest.
No.
More comments, the better for me. And we've got Matt Linforth. Love these van blogs. Two absolute legends. Does he mean legends or legends? Because it's spelt the same.
Oh, must be legends if he's on about me.
Definitely feel a couple of t-shirts are in order for when I see you.
Bloody hell, we're not giving freebies away.
Both on the UK champs. A dodgy van dogger for one for the mighties and Laurel and Hardy for Dave. Keep up the good work.
Bloody hell, he wants t-shirts.
I love
and
stuff like that. Well done. What was it again? I like that, Matt. I like that. That tickled me, that one. I wasn't expecting that. So I like that. Good stuff.
Should have read that before you read it out. Richard Webb, these van chats are a great addition to your channel. Really funny. Keep it up, lads. I reckon Alan would be a great children's TV presenter. Proper nice bloke.
Well, I'm always a nice bloke, me. Always. So
really
good. Oh, who's this? This is Julie Ellison. Julie Ellison. So it's nice seeing you.
A woman.
Yeah. Fisher people.
Give her my number, Alan.
That's why I say Fisher Peter. David.
Give her my number, Alan.
So good. You both cheer me up after watching you two. I feel so much better. Keep it up. You're both stars. Cheers, Graham.
Oh, Graham.
Graham.
He's on the wife's bloody...
Send your number.
Don't bother. He's on the wife's account, innit? God's sake,
Oh, what a
Graham.
lost leader that one was,
Terrible.
eh? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Bloody hell. Here we are, Julie Ellison. So good, you both cheer me up after watching you two. I feel so much better. Keep it up, you're both stars. This one we've just had. Thanks a lot, Graham. I've read it out twice. I thought you were reading from the top and I'm reading from the middle, and I thought, oh, I'll just go down a few. And
No.
you've just come out of nowhere, haven't you?
Well, that's another fine mess I've got you into, Dave, isn't it?
God's sake, Alan.
He's a muppet, isn't he?
It's you. Don't go down any further. I'll go down to the bottom and you go the other way.
Oh, Dave. I like doing what I
Idiot.
want. I like doing what I want. Oh, T Matthews. He's been mentioned. Put a few comments in before. A real laugh. Keep it up. Makes me happy. Good luck on the weekend, Alan. And it's spelled A-L-A-N, not A-L-L-E-N. Get it right. Make sure you both keep on bagging. They like that saying, Dave, don't they? They like that saying.
Ruben Kemp. I still get better. It still get better, these blogs. Alan, your fishing is going up every venue you are in. Alan, your fishing is going up every venue you are in the last weeks. I think this fella's really drunk. I hope that David is coming in the flow too. Win sometimes. I think he was drunk.
No, I think he's. You know what it does? It's.
Do they organise a couple of feeder fishing matches on the lakes? I never saw one on a channel. You two are a superb team, I think. Ruben Kemp. So thanks for that, Ruben. Next time, mate, stay off the beer.
Gary Clark, absolutely bloody fantastic. Had a right laugh. Congratulations on your sponsorship. You deserve it, mate.
Thanks very much.
Well done, Dave.
Jamie Cross, thanks for the mention. Sorry, Dave, it has to be brown sauce and corned beef. No, it's red sauce and corned beef. Other end of the stonefo for squeezing the sots on the line of... Oh, that was that stonefo thing that you showed them last time. Which
yeah.
a lot of people have said that's a good thing.
Brilliant.
What piece of tackle do you buy loads of but use the least? Probably plummets. I buy a lot of plummets.
Well, if you want to go by numbers, how many, unless you freeze them, how many maggots do you buy and end up chucking away?
I used to buy a lot of bait.
But ground bait, same. You can do the same with ground bait. But...
Do you know, I hadn't really noticed, but when you go into a tackle shop now, ground bait, a 2 kilo bag of ground bait's like £8-9, Alan.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself the other day, I thought, bloody hell, that's expensive, isn't it?
Well, everything's going up though, isn't
You know,
it?
like if you're fishing down edge or you buy a bag of ground bait, £8-9 for a bag of ground bait.
Yeah.
It's just getting more expensive. I know I'm in the fortunate position of, you know, I get my ground bait and stuff for naught, but when I was looking at it, I thought, bloody hell, £9 for a bag of ground bait.
I don't think yourself lucky, Dave.
I know, I thought, couldn't believe it, really.
But you've got to say, I mean, I've mentioned it before, quality of gear and ground baits and everything's just unbelievable now, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it is
great
good
quality.
stuff.
You know, if somebody says, what do you think so-and-so, it's difficult to say who's better than what, because they're all brilliant, aren't they? Some fantastic stuff.
They are really
It just
good
used to be white crumb and brown crumb, didn't it?
Yeah, back
or
in
red,
the-
remember the red stuff?
Yeah, I know when
That
red
like
come
the
out.
bee's knees,
Were
wasn't
it
it?
Magic? Were it Vandenheim Magic red
can't
or
remember.
Expo or something?
I can't remember. I remember red going, oh, we're going to catch loads of roach and tench on that.
Because when I were a kid, it were all Vandenheim, and if my dad bought me a bag of Vandenheim, I think it was like £2.99, and I was like, oh, yes.
And it's still good ground bait, that.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Excellent stuff.
And I used to read front and it said bream, roach, carp, perch, and I thought, bloody hell, this catches everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't realise, do you? It's just a bit of ground bait anyway, a bit of red stuff in and...
Yeah, well, it does, doesn't it?
flavouring
Hey,
and-
listen, I've tried all sorts of ground baits. Can you honestly say that there's one particular ground bait that makes a difference? Or is it just your personal preference and confidence in the ground bait?
I'd say personal preference, confidence, and it's got to be fit for purpose, hasn't it?
Yes.
You know, like, so if you're fishing down the edge, it depends what you want. You know, a lot of fish meal, do you want big particles in it so it stays on the bottom?
Yeah.
If you're fishing for bream, you sieve it off, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been You'll be fishing for bream quite often, aren't you? And you sieve it off, don't you, where you don't get big
especially in winter. Yeah, it depends if I think there's a lot of fish there or not a lot of it. It depends how much you want to hold them there, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's skimmer fishing. Been trying to work that one out, as you know. Everybody thinks it's easy, don't they? That, but anyway,
I think all different fishing has got its own niche to it, hasn't it? You know what I mean? You've got to put the work in, know what you're doing and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Next, few more. Here's a guy called David Wood here.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Is he related to us then?
No, he ain't related to me, and I don't know. He's got a nice name though, David Wood. Hi guys, just a question. This time of year is hit and miss on natural waters. So what's your take on jumping on commercials for a bite until naturals switch on? I think David absolutely spot on. I love going on a commercial and fishing for silvers because there's loads of fishing, loads of silvers in commercials.
Yes.
Airfield. I remember Oliver Scofford fishing a match in Carper.
Yeah, he did.
And did he have £70 a bream?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and who else was it that did that? What do they call the guy from Lindholm that won, that qualified Maver match this? What's his name?
Lindholm?
Yeah, he fishes a lot of Lindholm lakes.
Alex
Paul Wright, he did same. I think he had about 50 or 60 pound of skimmers. So some fantastic silvers in there, aren't there? And it's same with a lot of these carp venues.
The stuff full of
Oh, absolutely. But they just don't fish for them, do they? Summer and stuff.
I mean, we fished that winter pairs, didn't we, where we fish for skimmers, and Allcroft is absolutely jam-packed full of skimmers. Yeah. And on the pole, you catch double of what you would on the feeder.
And the rest.
Yeah. So I think he's got a bit of a good point there, is that in the winter time, it's better to fish a commercial. You're not gonna get pestered by them carp as much.
Yeah.
And you will catch skimmers.
Plus, there's the bonus side of the comfort as well in winter, isn't there? And that's why these commercials do well. The comfort, the facilities.
Definitely, 100%.
That's what drags everybody in.
If you're going out, I mean, we've been up to Lindholm when it's been freezing, haven't we? Iced over.
Remember when you were landing net up and it was just stuck out like that, wasn't it?
That was when I ordered me set a takeaway on bank, weren't it?
Right. You did that.
But no, it's the comfort. I mean, going to a reservoir, you don't know if it's going to be frozen over in the winter, do you? I mean, at these commercials, they can put the aerator on or go out in a boat. Hey up. That's 50 quid down the drain. Your phone's going to go. Bye-bye, Alan, he's out the door.
I'm back.
So, yes, I prefer fishing commercials in the winter. But forget winter. We're in the summertime.
Yes, well, look at it. What time is it? It's just after 5 o'clock. It's 16 degrees.
Lovely.
Marvellous. Marvellous.
Right, couple more, Alan, and then we'll get on with the van chat.
Go on, then. You do one more, and then we'll crack on, because we've got something here to read out, haven't we?
All right, yeah, here we go, then. So, Barry Wiseman, get yourself down to the Royal Berkshire Fishery in Windsor, I think that is. Your pal John Arthur visits us quite often down there. It'd be nice to see you. Thanks
to see you, nice.
Thanks, Barry.
Anyway, John Arthur, we might as well give him another mention.
That brings us on to John Arthur, does it?
I saw him at
Mr. Crapcaster.
I saw him at Decoy Lakes, had a good chat with him. I do like John. I've got him on video. We had a chat on video and he was going on about us dogging and what have you. And I don't know where that clip's gone. I'll see if I can find it for this.
It's a strange chap.
I had a right good chat with him. We were at Decoy and he had a mare. Bless him.
Dude, a nightmare.
Oh, I felt for him because we've been on them lakes. What's it like for liners?
Your decoy is bad, innit?
Oh, it were all, and he had a liner, a chuck, as Steve Ringer said to him. He just couldn't get a bite. He ended up putting his rod up because he was sick to death. Because they're massive liners, aren't they? And he was holding his rod up like he was fishing Trent or something.
I've never seen that before.
And then I think he's gone to saw Steve Ringer pop a bait up, and I think John's gone with the same idea. So he's casting either slow sinking or some kind of zigger. I don't know what it was.
Zigger?
Or whatever it was. I don't know. A slow sinking. Anyway, the bird's gone down for it, hasn't it? That was best bite he had all day. Sorry, John, but it's true, isn't it? Well, we were all having a laugh there, but
we all have them days.
we all have them days. I had it on that match at Torn Bank, casting my pellet wagger out perfect, and this coot popped its head out at Reeves and grabbed my pellet, didn't it? And so we've all done it, but I did feel for him there because he was getting frustrated.
I caught him more in it, Sherwood.
Yeah, so it does happen. But Johnny Arthur, you keep going on about his crap casting. He has qualified for the Feeder Masters final for the second year running at JCB Lake. So Johnny Arthur, what a mighty fisherman you are. Well done.
Well done, John.
We are chuffed for you.
Me and Alan will come down to the final and we'll do some dogging in van. Behind your peg.
Get him sat here. We'll get him sat here with Monkey.
So Alan, we've got a lovely letter. Alan's going to read it out, and I'll just say who it's from, because it's from Deb and Danny Brown, and they've sent us a lovely letter, and I think they're from Australia. Am I? Does it say on there, Alan, or not?
It doesn't say
It doesn't, but I'm sure they're from Australia.
Deb and Dan.
Yeah, and they've sent us some biscuits to try, which are called Tim Tam. I'm sure you can see those.
Tim Tam. Never heard of them. Who makes them? Is it Big Bitties?
Arnott's.
Arnott's. Oh.
Never heard of them. There must be a Australian thing. But I've opened these up and they do look like penguins.
Oh yeah, penguins. I had a penguin for years.
We've got whoa, Alan. God's sake.
Right, shall I read this letter?
The letter first before you have a chocolate.
So, a diagram. No, diagram.
They've sent us a video and all how to do it. Apparently it's called a Tam Slam we've got to do.
Yeah, Dave, bite off opposite corners. Well, come on then.
Well, hold on a minute. Now, you're supposed to do it with a hot drink, but I've been fishing today, forgot my flask. Alan's had to do 45 hours, his wife's on phone, God's sake, all sorts of stuff kicked off. He'll be single.
So what are we using then? It says a cup of tea here.
Well, I do apologise, but I've got an iced coffee.
That's not quite the same though, Dave, is it?
No, I know it's not the same, but it's sort of the same idea, innit?
Not really, no.
Anyway, take your iced coffee. So you've got an iced coffee. Now, apparently...
I know why you can't use a cold drink, because it's not going to melt
yeah,
it.
I know, Alan, but shh.
Shut up. You were going to say shut up, weren't you?
Oh, we're going to say shut up. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, God, that's strong. Have you had one of them before? Right, you take that one you fingered. I'll take the second one.
What?
Now,
what?
Apparently it's called a Tam Slam, and they've sent us a video on this, so what you've got to do is bite this corner.
So, hold on a minute. Bite off opposite corners. Put one corner in a cup of tea or coffee.
Coffee?
Huh? I can't do it with me. I can't read me.
I'm going to do it.
One for John Arthur here. Bend over and
Right.
Bend over and suck the tea through the Tim Tam. Then quickly put the Tim Tam in your mouth. It just collapses. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, it won't, because this is cold coffee, isn't it?
Well, that's what I said.
But,
We'll go through the motions, Dave.
We're doing it, and I bought you a bloody coffee. Right, I'm off, Alan. Alan.
We have introduced friends and family to Tam Slam. They all love it. We heard that you like chocolate, Dave. So put one in as well. Lots of love from Deb and Dan. Remember, one pack is for Jackson and Gracie. Forget that, they've no chance of the. What have I got to do now?
Get it in. Have you bit both corners? You bit other corner. That's it. Now, have you bit that corner?
No.
Bite that corner. Not big bite, little bite. Oh my God. Right, suck now. Oh God, Alan. You fool. Cheers, everybody.
I nearly choked. Tim Tam, Deb and Dam. Thanks for that. Cheers.
Thanks very much for sending that in.
Oh, dear,
that was fantastic. I don't know what Alan did. He just lobbed it in, had a suck, and no idea. Trust old Alan to get it wrong, eh?
They are tasty though, Dave.
Yeah, they are. They're like a penguin though, aren't they, I think? And but yeah, it's great.
Very nice indeed. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for sending that in. So,
oh dear. That made me chuckle, that, folks. That is funny, that. That is funny, because I'm sure there's some people have been some right stays with that.
Very nice.
Lovely jubbly.
So, I thought we'd start off the van chat after that with, we went down to Westwood Lakes, didn't we?
Well, we have
mini
got
festival.
quite a bit of catching up to do, haven't we?
And we went down there on a 4-day festival, mini festival, with some of the lads from Hayfield, Dave Smith, Dave Burley, what's his name? Villager, what's his name? George. And we met some really nice people, didn't we?
Don't forget the idiot, Oliver.
Oliver, yeah.
Nice kid, Oliver.
The guy who we can't mention, PB. Don't like to be filmed.
And Smigger.
Smigger, that Dave
Smith, yeah, Smigger.
And we met some new faces, didn't we? What was that young lad name? Paddy the Badder, they call him, don't they? What's his name?
Oh, ginger hair?
What's his name?
I'm terrible. You're asking me. I'm terrible with names.
I can't remember his name.
Good singer, wasn't he?
Wait, Liam?
No.
Kian,
that's it.
Yeah. He were on karaoke where he sang a few songs, and
yeah,
there were all sorts popping out into
yeah, Smigger. Meat and two veg.
Oh God.
Thanks for that. While everybody's playing pool.
There were a stuffed duck molested, I think, weren't they? There were all sorts popping up when they had a few drinks. But
they are.
I've never seen
beer monsters.
A group of lads drink that much in 4 days. They were good at bar and they were getting rounds at 100 quid a piece, weren't they? Then they were having. That curry were 180 quid or something, weren't it?
Something ridiculous. I mean, they nicked for 4 or 5 pints while they were fishing, didn't they?
Yeah. And then they were all right, weren't they? Just like, right, we have to the pub now. I'm like, well, you've had 8 pints fishing.
I'd have been on my back.
But
I did enjoy the company though.
Yeah,
they are funny, aren't they?
We had a really good time, didn't we?
And, it was great stuff. So cheers, lads. It was brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us. I mean, I didn't get much sleep, but
God.
I managed anyway. But, I tell you what, I saw Alan went to Decoy Lakes and he filmed it, and I was watching his video the other night. And it come on, and he gets it man, and he goes, "Oh, you're welcome to Decoy Lakes." And he's got red under his eyes, and he looks absolutely bloody knackered. And I thought, it serves him right for keeping me up all bloody night, for me rattling around and all.
Rattling around. Remember laugh when you said you'd been tossing and turning all that? I think you turned over once, Dave.
There were one night you couldn't get to sleep.
Oh, you couldn't?
Oh.
Give over. I ought to video it next and then just let you see how much sleep you actually get.
You're like a baby sleeping. You wake up every bloody 2 minutes. You don't do out because Alan's asleep.
And he is. I know why he's late now, folks. He is crap at getting out of bed.
Yeah, I just.
You just cannot.
It takes me a bit
function.
to wake up. I need to go in, have a shower, have a coffee, and then
I'm like Zebedee,
and then I wake up. But
straight out.
Alan did cook us a couple of awesome breakfasts, and I've got to say they were fantastic. And,
it was worth doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Doing. Oh, and we went to that. Remember we went to that pub and you had that big fish, and I had that burger, and the facilities down there.
That made me laugh though, Dave.
Oh,
you got burger and big massive burger and chips, and a bit of salad. He ate the salad first.
Yeah, you got to eat your green. But after I had
know
a cake, a lolly, and something else.
I don't know what you're trying to prove there, because you did have a load of sweet stuff after, didn't you? Piled up.
But we had a great time, and we ended up winning the festival, didn't we? We had a really good, a good do, and
pulled it out at bag, didn't we? A little bit there.
Yeah.
Couple of lucky.
I enjoyed it. It was something different. Fishing for F1s. What's this fella doing? He ain't in my car there, mate.
Yeah, he's gonna bang it. Oh!
What a dickhead.
No swearing, Dave.
Why don't you just go forward?
Oh, he's going forward now. Now he realises, oh, it's a woman. Oh no, it is a bloke. It's got long hair.
No wonder. Long haired goon. Right. So yeah. Anyway, what were we on about? Festival. We pulled out at Bar. We had a really good day, didn't we?
Fantastic.
And I tell you what, I enjoyed fishing for F1s and fishing on pole and what have you. And it was a nice change, weren't it? It was something to get your head round. And Dean in our lodge, he gave us some good advice, didn't he?
Excellent advice.
He went down there all the time. So thanks for that, Dean.
I wonder what them other lads did with 15 gallon of maggots at the top. Because I hardly went through any.
Well, I took a gallon of maggots, didn't we? I went through like 2 pints.
They didn't want that much snap, did they?
Not on the first day, but you know, on that falcon that you missed.
Aye,
that's where I fed like 4 pints of maggots. So that were good fishing. That.
Yeah, trust me, to miss best day.
Yeah, you missed the best day, and that we're on that falcon lake. But that's going to be Fishomania this year.
Yes. What do you reckon to it? Is it good for Fishomania?
I think really nice, different venue. Really
what about
nice.
that lake though? Because I never saw it. Do you think it's perfect for it, or?
Well, I think
Hayfield, all that.
Hayfield's just mega in it. The place, the grounds, all the, you know, Nola looks after it like, you know, no person alive, doesn't she? She's fantastic at looking after stuff. So it's not as nice as Hayfield, I've got to say that, I'll be honest, but I think they've got a bit of work to do. It looked like there were a digger there and all sorts, didn't they? So there was probably some more work to do. Yeah,
they were doing a bit of work when we were there.
Yeah, but I have heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard it's 30 quid to get in or something, or something like that to go and watch it. I don't know if I got that wrong, and you guys will probably be able to tell us.
No,
but
I've not even looked, so I can't.
If you want to go down and watch it, you've got to pay quite a lot of money to park your car and get in.
Well, so I missed it last time, didn't I? Our fishing in the final once. I wouldn't mind going this year.
But I've heard it's some money to get in. Not you know, normally it's like a £5 for your car.
Yeah.
Someone put online it with 30 quid, and I don't know how true that is, but I'd have to find out.
No, I'm hearing about buying a ticket to go watch it. I'm going to get there.
All right, Al.
Well, thanks for that, Dave.
Now you've got as good a chance as any, mate, and I've got a couple of tickets, haven't we? So hopefully.
Yeah, I've got another one at Lindholm. I've only got 3 fishermen. I've got one at Lindholm and one at Hayfield Lakes, I think it is.
Yeah, I've got a couple now, so.
Yeah.
But I wanted to have a chat about some fishing news. So we've done the John Arthur thing.
Always gets a mention, Johnny man.
Oh, John Arthur goes on to mention, doesn't it? There's some new bits and bats what have come out, what I've seen, what I thought I'd talk about. There's Bait Tech have brought some new ground bait out.
Actually.
Some margin ground bait and some F1 ground bait.
What have you been doing today?
Today I have been at Fleets Dam. We're doing a little bit of a feature on a pellet feeder
with
Fleets.
Bait Tech.
Yeah, with Bait Tech.
So how's that? Do you like all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I hate going pleasuring.
Yeah.
I've got to say that I'm not a massive pleasure fisherman.
Yeah. But you like. But I like. You've just said you get your ground bait for free, but I've noticed you've put in quite a lot of work in for Bait Tech now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you come across quite well on there.
Thanks very much.
Well, listen, I remember watching your early videos. I love how you come across on Bait Tech videos, mate. And I know when you're saying you're match fishing, you're not leave out talking to me, but I think you come across all right there, Dave.
I don't do it on the match fishing videos because I want to. You've got a mic. You've got that mic, haven't you? I've got that mic as well, but I don't. I prefer it to be a bit quieter and enjoy the day, and then I'll do my talking after and before, and stuff like that. But that's just how I do my videos. Yeah. But with what I do with Bait Tech and go out and do a feature and what have you, I enjoy the day, and it's good promotion. It gets my name out a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which will bring more people to the YouTube channel and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's good for me.
Yeah, it's good for Bait Tech.
And it's good for Bait Tech promoting products.
And what kind of day you had today?
What do you mean?
Have you had a good day?
Why? Yeah, I've had a good day. Why?
Come on, tell us about your day.
What do you mean?
Tell us about your day.
Oh, I've just caught loads of fish on a
there you go.
What do you mean? I have had a good day.
Yeah,
It's been
you've
all
had a cracking day today, haven't you? Come on, Dave, tell us what you've been catching on today.
Well, I've got 120 pound. I've got on a pellet feeder. I like these shotgun pellet feeders, and I've just started bringing them into my fishing.
Ah.
And basically, there's a spring in them. I think Rob Wotton designed them, and there's a spring in these shotgun pellet feeders. And when you put your bait in, squeeze it in, this little spring pushes the bait out, and then at the end of the pellet feeder, you've got a nice little ball of bait. And I think it's just a great idea. So
rather than the natural swell of the pellets.
yeah, instead of like that, it pushes them out that way. I don't know. I just
How long's
find
that
it
been out then?
quite a bit, I think.
Oh, you've kept that to yourself then, Dave, haven't you?
Well, I can give you a few, Alan. You can try them. So I caught a few on that, and then after that, I've chucked out a waggler and caught loads of fish, absolutely loads, on an 8mm pellet, just firing pellets in.
Yeah. The Wag Daddy.
The Wag Daddy's back. It is Wag Daddy time as well, isn't it? It's warmer. It's perfect. They're not spawning yet. These fish, they are gonna though. They're not far off.
They're on the edge of it, out there for certain.
But they feed well before. Spawning's crap, and then they're hungry after, aren't they, as well? So we've got that time yet. But if we get 4 or 5 hot days, they'll start spawning, I reckon.
So you've done that today. You've come. I've been working all day. So, and you said you were tired, weren't you? When you got here, it's not. Wife don't believe me when I say I'm absolutely shattered after a day's fishing. I mean, what them 4 days like?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Because you are concentrating, and
definitely.
fresh air makes you feel tired.
I think people think as well, you know, like you said, about getting your bait for free and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they don't realise how much time you put in. And when you do go on these features, it's not all about catching £100. I know we've had a lot of fish today, but you have to stop, start, do a little bit on camera. We're starting a TikTok on the Bait Tech site. He's going to get that going, so we've been doing little TikTok videos. We've had to, you know, get pictures of the tip going round, so you've got to set a camera up there. You've got to catch it. You know, it is hard work. So we're not messing about, and people think, they've gone out, had a day's fishing, messed about, took a few pictures. Oh, I'd love to do that, but it is hard work. And I think people don't really notice that side of things, where it is quite hard work. And especially in the winter when you're trying to do one. And
you've done a couple.
I've done a few in winter.
It's been hard work, hasn't it?
So, but yeah, it's been all right, and I do enjoy them, and I think. I mean, you've said about doing reviews, haven't you, and stuff like that on your channel. So you're going to get into that.
I'll be starting that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. So. Look out for that one.
Yeah, we'll not give too much away.
No, not going to give too much away because it's something new that's been offered. So.
But look out for them on Alan. He's going to start doing a few reviews and stuff, which will be good, I think, for your channel. That.
Yeah,
so
I do as well. And plus, it gives me an insight to all this gear that I'm going to have an opportunity to have a go of. So yeah, be good.
But I thought we could talk as well on another subject about controversial match fishing. So what started it off for me, Alan, is I've just put a video up, a Worsborough reservoir. And I chucked out on feeder, and I put my rod down, it went woof like that in 30 seconds, went round, I picked it up, and I thought, that's no on there. So I'm winding in. And
normally that's when it goes there, they're on.
Anyway, I chucked in again like that, I put the rod down, I didn't even sink my line, because you know, you're fishing like 80 metres, it takes forever, doesn't it, to sink your line. So I just put my rod down straight away, tight line, it'll sink its sen. I picked up my clicker, not my clicker, my time, you know, your stopwatch. Picked that up, I went click like that, I looked up and my rod's like that. And I thought, picked it up, I thought, there's no way in hell that a fish has took that bait. Anyway, I'm winding in, I get it close to the net, and my feeder's wrapped round this 3-ounce bob, right? And then there's a long line going into the water. It must be, I don't know, 10-foot line going into water, and it's like that, and it's moving around. I thought, there's a fish hooked on that. So I grab hold of this bomb, which were wrapped round my feeder. I get hold of this bomb, and I'm handlining this carping, right? And I handline it, you know, like crabbing. I'm handlining this carping. It comes to the top, and and it was £15, so I've netted it like that. The guy next to me is like, I can't believe that, I can't believe that's happened. And I'm like, well, I've caught it, I've netted it, I've took this barbed hook out of it, it were on a zig rig with £20 line, proper carp crap, you know what I mean. I've unhooked it, I've basically saved the fish life.
You have, because that could have got snared up somewhere and
and never, yeah, it'd been tailed up forever, wouldn't it? So
I know what you're going to say.
So I put it in the net anyway. I've weighed it in.
You want my opinion on what?
The guy next to me just said, I can't believe it. I said, well, you know, I've caught it. And he was like, yeah. He said, I'm not saying that you shouldn't weigh it in. You've caught it, you've put it in your net, you've landed it, you've put it in your net. And anyway, I ended up winning the match.
Yeah.
So, I were a bit like, well, you know, it hasn't took my bait, right?
Correct. Right. Do you want my answer to that?
Go on.
It counts. So you cast out, you answered a bite, lift your rod up, you foul hook one, you bring it in, it's in fin, you put it in your net. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
So it counts.
There's been a few comments on there, and I put the video up, and there's been about 3 or 4 what have said, shouldn't have weighed it in, your reputation's gone down, blah blah blah. And I thought,
no.
Reputation gone down?
No.
So this
I can see why
I know.
I can see why they think that, but it's no different to foul hooking a fish.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
And you'll put a foul hooked fish in.
Yeah.
And everybody else, the top anglers, I remember Steve Ringer at Barston Lakes in winter, chucked out at 70 metres, 80 metres, however far they were fishing. Because he's reeling it in at 30 metres, he's hooked one or 40 metres, he's foul hooked it, he's put that in his net, he's gone to 30, 40 metres and caught all the fish because he knew that's where they were.
Yeah, I remember that.
So reeling it in, he's foul hooked it, you've caught that line, it's just the same as foul hooking it in, and bringing it in. It counts. I mean, it just counts for me.
I think as well, I had no other choice to handline it as well, so it weren't like on a rod. But
that would be, because you've taken yours off, have you?
Yeah.
That would be the only thing that I'd think,
But it's only like, say, if you...
Is that classed as having 2 lines in? I don't know. Not really, but you know, there'll be some
there's
people...
There's bits and bats in there, so I just thought I'd bring it up and just, you know, and I have seen a few controversial things happen in match fishing before.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your opinion on it and see what other people thought. I've seen loads online where some people have had a sneaky rod in down the edge.
No way.
What else have I seen controversial? I am talking, you know, fishing away on this rod and had a rod down the edge in, you know, a method feeder down edge, and if that's gone, you know, she put back out on pole, pick method up. Oh, I've got one on method. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
That. You see, the controversial one that there were a lot of them doing it at Hallcroft Fishery was shipping out to 14 metres, putting a load of bait down, putting your bomb in your pot and dropping it smack on.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't make any noise. Apparently chucking a bomb out, it can spook them, but they've banned that now, haven't they?
They have banned it, but I don't think it's... I think if there's no rules on it, you know, and there weren't any rules on it.
No, there weren't.
So, you know, and I think as a fisherman, you know, putting your bomb and loads of snap in a pot and then shipping it out on your pole, dropping it in, shipping back, and then your rod's in. I think it's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
You know,
but is it classed as you're using your rod and your pole two ways of fishing?
No, but you're not fishing with that, are you? You're not fishing with your pole. You just popping bait. in.
You're presenting bait with your pole. But you see where the controversial thing comes in.
Maybe it is a bit controversial.
So you know.
There's
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a brilliant idea. Whether it should be allowed in matches or not.
But I think that's up
is
to
is that for me? I don't think that's for me or you to say. It's up to fishery.
That's what I mean. There's fishery own rules, and then there's the normal match rules. 1 rod, 1 hook.
Yeah.
You know, what's a normal fishery rule? You know, match rule.
Match rules are no bigger than a size 10 or 12.
Yeah, stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
But then there's fishery rules where you can't have a 6-inch lash, an 8-inch lash, you can't fish a jigger, you can't do this, you can't fish meat, you can't...
You can mug, but you can't slap.
You can mug, but you can't stand up, you can't sit down. There's loads and loads of stuff. And sometimes, when we're going and fishing all these other matches, I'm looking at you and I'm like, what's rules on that? And you're like, I've no idea. And I'm like, right, where's board for... You know, when we went to Westwood Lake, you're like, where's board with rules on? We're like, right, they're there.
Yeah.
And it's hard, sometimes you forget. I'm not saying that I've done it before and done this.
No, you don't. Hey, listen, where was it? Where's slapping ban? Which lake is it? You can't slap.
But you can flick
you can flick and lay it in. Is it glebe?
Is
it glebe? I think it's glebe.
I think it is glebe.
Because I remember I don't particularly... I think you can get more bites without slapping sometimes, because I think they're wising up to it. So I'll do a bit of both. So I was just plopping it in, I was catching 1 or 2 fish, and then I just thought, I'll have a couple of slaps. And the guy said to me, and I'd only done it about twice, and this guy says, you can't slap. And I thought, bloody hell, yeah, I'm sure that was glebe.
I think it is.
And I hadn't done it on purpose. It was just like, I just forgot, because they change all over the place, don't they? So you haven't got to read the rules. But having said that, sometimes the rules board, you go to a fish, it'll say no meat, but go onto their website and on board it doesn't say no meat.
No, yeah. It's not updated, is it?
Yeah.
And then I suppose these, if some people haven't fished it before and so they went to Lindholm, they won't know about the 6-inch lash and stuff, because it's it's not stated on every match, is it?
Now, I thought it was. Is it 6-inch or is it 8-inch at Lindholm?
I can't remember.
I think it's 8.
I can't actually remember.
And do you think they'll stick to that in matches?
Well, now let's be right here.
How can you tell? But how can you tell at a distance whether it's 6-inch or 8-inch?
I've heard. Look, you can't. Right, I'm measuring that at end. All right, yeah, come round. You put your float down. There you go, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who's got the balls to go around to whoever and say, that's not right, mate, come here. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So there's a bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of...
Well, what about that? That's another one, and I was talking to Mick Valls about it. 50 centimetre hook length. So I've done all my hook lengths 50 centimetres. I've got a load mainly at 1 metre.
Yeah.
That's what I mainly do. But now and again, to save time on bank or whatever, I'll do them at 50 centimetres. And I was talking to Mick Valls about it, and he said to me, he says, I do all mine to 1 metre, and then he says, here it's 50 centimetre hook length. I went, oh yeah, well I've done all mine to 50 centimetres. He went, and don't forget, below the feeder.
Yeah.
And I went, what do you mean? He says, it's got to be, so let's say you've got a bit of a boom, with your feeder link, it's got to be 50 centimetres below the bottom of the feeder. So I had to take them off and get me 1 metre, make sure I was below it. So does everybody do it like that? And the glebe's a 50 centimetre hook length as well, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, you can't use a method feeder.
Oh yeah, the glebe, yeah.
And that's 50. And how many fish do you lose with a 50 centimetre
Listen,
hook length?
I've been to the glebe and people have only had this and that and what have you. I've seen it before. I've seen a load of stuff, me, and off top matchmen as well. You know what I mean? Listen, what about that then? So if you're saying it's a 50 centimetre rule, Lee Kerr, right, has been using a 6-inch hook length, but he slides his feeder on a feeder stop at 50 centimetres, right?
Yeah, he has.
But he only has a 6-inch hook length, but it's a 50 centimetre hook length.
Yeah, it's from the feeder, isn't it? It's the line that hangs below the feeder.
Yes,
but using a 6-inch hook length, because there's people use 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch for that bottom bit, isn't it?
But if it's 50 centimetre hook length, then it should be the hook length, shouldn't it?
As it's spelt, I suppose so.
I'm not saying it's wrong or right, because I think it's a great idea what Lee Kevy's done, where he has a 6-inch hook length and then he has that.
Steve Cook showed me what
Steve Cook does it as well,
he does it, and I tell you what, it looks a little bit confusing, but it's a fantastic rig. They have really thick fluorocarbon.
Yeah.
It's stiff.
Yeah.
And it just lies lovely. It's stiff and it's heavy. It lies lovely and flat on bottom.
Yeah.
And I think it's a fantastic idea.
I think there's. I mean, is that a bending of the rule, or is that just good fishing and good you know, ideas that you're trying to get not round it, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not bending the rules, but is it? You know, it's not quite right. That is it?
Is it a little tweak round the rules? At the end of the day, it is 50 centimeters.
I'm not saying that he's doing anything wrong, and I think it's a great way of doing it.
But if you do it as it's spelt, it should be the hook length.
Yeah.
What's your hook length? Well, I've got a 6-inch hook length. No, it's 50 centimeters. I know what you're saying.
No, but it's from the feeder to the hook.
Yeah.
So it's a
so
bit
that's controversial as well.
Maybe it is, maybe in that, but I think it's a great way of fishing, and Lee Kev is probably one of the most brainiest people I've ever known. You know, and he works stuff out, doesn't he?
Oh,
so
fantastic.
You know, fantastic fisherman, and
you watch him and Steve Ringer. It's unbelievable.
You love Steve Ringer, don't you?
Hey, mate, I've watched him. It's just different. I don't know what it is. There's something.
I'm gonna get you a picture of you and Steve Ringer. I'm gonna get it and frame it. I'm gonna put it here next to Monkey. You and Steve there. Love you, Steve.
He's a great angler. And he's a nice chap.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I've spoke to him, and he's a lot of time.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil's spot on.
So,
that reminds me.
What?
You owe me 20 quid. You do? What do you owe me 20 quid for?
Oh yeah, I got some off
Phil Ringer. Yeah, it's in my van.
Oh, good lad.
So it's 20 before you get it, Dave.
I ain't got any money, but yeah.
Well, cheers for that. Phil is really chuffed with it. He's not seen it yet. I've used it a few times. It's great, tell.
So anyway, what do you guys think? What things have you seen controversial in fishing? There is a lot of bending of the rules. Well, not bending of the rules, but like we've talked about, a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah.
And I think, what about there should just be a flat rate of rules? And I think if you're going in these big matches, it should be the same.
Every single time.
Every single, not the golden reel, that's this, or you go to this place and you can fish past the next peg, or you can't chuck to the corner, or you can't do that. Because a chucking to corner and chucking past next peg or fishing next peg is different on venues.
Oh, yeah.
So what about having a flat set of rules for match fishing in general? You know, and everybody.
Yeah, because you had a guy saying you can't chuck when you had end peg, saying you couldn't chuck to them.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
That were at Westwood, weren't it?
Yeah.
That were another one where I had the end peg, Westwood Dam, and he says you can't chuck there. I'm like, I can.
I think there's a lot of controversy there, isn't there?
Well, I won the match
with it all.
Yeah,
but yes, if you find a way of catching fish, why should it be banned? Why should there be bait bans on how much you can put in?
Well, what's being banned? Floating pole.
Yeah, floating pole. Yeah, sticking it right under ledges and stuff.
What's that? Where you have a mong ring? They call it a mong rig, don't they? Where they have a right big BB shot there, and then a piece of line, and then they stick it under, like a ledge, and then you just fire on top, and then wait for the pole to move like that. I've got one on, shoot by.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's banned, isn't it?
It is, and again, you can catch loads and loads of fish like that. But I'll be honest with you, I don't like that. You might as well just have floating bread as well, Cop. You know what I mean?
Well, that's banned in every
I would never have floating baits in a million years in a match, ever. Full stop. You'll just ruin somebody's peg. And I'll tell you what should be banned. If you're not catching out, don't chuck all your bait in.
Oh God, you hate that, don't you?
Oh God,
that's another one and all. Chucking all your bait in a margin, or packing up and going home and tipping your fish back. You know what I mean? Like if next peg you're catching, and guy next door
and just empties everything.
Tips fish back, chucks his bait in, goes off home.
I mean, it happened in our club, and it's only as club matches. If it had happened in a big match, I would have been fuming, but I had to laugh a little. I just thought,
fuming,
Alan? I know, but no, I'm sorry, folks. Don't throw your bait in at the end. What would you?
Don't do that, Dennis Alan Norris. Right, see you, bye.
It is wrong, that, isn't it? Yeah. That is wrong. You can ruin somebody who's potentially winning match. You could just completely ruin it for them, couldn't you?
But it probably did cost you a match as well, didn't it? In that
Maybe, because I just had one at margin, and the guy next door chucked all his bait in, emptied his fish, and I was like, well, I'll forget.
And you know what he'd have said to you? Get Alan, shut up, or whatever, would he?
He wants to give a monkey.
No, but
sorry, monkey.
But I do think there's a massive difference from, well, we'll go on to something different now. Probably the last subject that we'll talk about, because it's getting a bit later, isn't it?
Yeah, we've done a long one here, Dave. We're on 49 minutes.
So last subject, and then we'll call it a night. But
shall we just call it a night? I think that's
bloody hell, Alan! I think to get this in before we'd finish.
Oh, go on.
Here.
Which one?
49 minutes are we on, are we?
Yeah, 49 minutes.
I was just going to say about the difference between club angling and open match scene. Just this difference between it, the steps above the.
You wouldn't.
If you don't want to talk about it, Alan,
No. I mean, we get a lot of anglers turning up in our club, and I would say.
You think that's because now you're famous and everyone wants to come and fish with the mightiest?
No, I just think we've got a great club anyway. But probably, Dave, you're probably right.
You have. He has got a massive head. He won't be able to get out of the van sometimes.
We set that club up about 8 years ago, and it's gone from strength to strength. I've had to cap it off. It's they're a great set of lads, and we like at Psych House, we had 21 people on there of the day, 30 pegger. Now we've looked at their results, £300 and stuff like that. There ain't no way they've had 21 anglers on there.
Well, no, they have a rover match,
yeah,
and the fish like 5 or 6 pegs between them, don't they? So.
But what I will say is the people that fish open matches they're turning up to win a few quid, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some will turn up because they just love it. But I would say there's probably more better anglers in open matches than your club match, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's no disrespect to any of any lads in our club. I keep saying my club, our club.
No, but there's some good anglers
there's
in there.
There's some excellent anglers in our club. Excellent. So, it's not as easy as what people think.
No, it isn't.
I mean, Bob, for example, come on some of these Maver match this is, and he's been like second on lake and stuff. You know what I mean? So he's no mug.
No. When I used to be in a club a few years ago and did a lot of club fishing, and clubs are great because I like it because you fish loads of different venues for the year. You go all around and you fish all these venues. It's all different fishing.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And it's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to love being in a club. But the reason why I left club fishing and went to open match fishing. I used to do a lot of open match fishing before, Duke National, in schools national teams. I fished for Worksop, Barnsley Juniors, this and that and what have you, just to get a few in now. And what's up with you on here, little towel?
Tell him, monkey.
Right, win.
Hey, you see that, folks?
And you put me off now. I don't even know what we're on about.
It's easy, isn't it, to put you off?
Yeah.
Go on, you're bragging about all these national teams.
That were it. I just get a few in there, junior, national.
See, that's why I'm here, folks. I've got to remind you.
All sorts of stuff.
So go on.
But I enjoyed when I started up again. I went into the club scene and we were going fishing all around, doing club matches. We went to Lodge Farm, Lindholm. You'd go to different venues all the time and stuff, and it was just nice. But there's that bit where you think, well, I want to push myself and get into the top tier and go around and start fishing.
And I think clubs are great. It's a lot more friendly. You know,
a lot more in open match. What?
Open matches, it's a bit more serious.
Very serious, I think. And some people are too serious.
Yeah, you've got to be on your ball to win some of those, and then your next level is the matches
international
that we're entering. Fishermania, Maver match, this Feeder Masters Gold. There's the best. There's a cream there. UK champs. The cream's there. And what I would say is, do not be put off going on any of them matches just because you think they're too good or a load of rubbish. Get yourself there. You've got to experience it. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So do not be put off thinking you're not good enough.
A lot of the lads as well, all the top anglers are all nice, they'll talk to you. Yeah. There's a couple, Josh Derry, he won't say a bloody thing to you like.
Oh, while he's fishing.
But while he's fishing.
Come on, Josh.
Terrible.
He's a nice kid and all. I was shocked when you told me that. Wait till I see you, Josh.
It's a good laugh, and there is somewhat take it too seriously, but I understand why they do take it serious. And some of it's because it's their livelihood. They go in a match, and if they don't win that match, they ain't got no brass for a week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why it's a bit serious for them. And when it's your livelihood, then it is serious.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you got to work. That's their work in it to win that
Yeah.
match. But it's match fishing is. You're not going to win all the time, as we know.
You can't. It's impossible.
And it's you might frame, get a section, and that's good fishing. You're not going to win all the time because you're not in the right area, and that is match fishing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I'll tell you one guy. Don't matter where he seems to get drawn. Power.
He's a joke of an angler, isn't he?
I don't know whether he watches these videos, but my God, I haven't seen him lose one yet. Have you? Have you ever seen him lose a section?
Andy Power is amazing, yeah.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable, folks. That kid.
Right, that's it.
Yay.
After Alan has dropped many names of his famous people, we're going to get Andy Power a picture here, Steve Ringer a picture here. Who else does he like? Mink Viles, and then I'll be over here, David Wood, with a picture with Alan.
And don't forget, folks, most of these top anglers will talk to you, apart from.
Alan, the story begins of when I first met Alan. He come up to me, "Hiya Dave, you alright Dave? Oh, I love you Dave, I love you." I was like, "Get back, stay away."
No, you didn't.
I don't want to talk
No,
to
you
you
didn't.
ever. Get back from me.
I introduced myself, and I could just tell you went, "Who's that knobhead?" Didn't you?
No, I didn't. I'm not like that, Alan.
You chuffing.
I wouldn't have said that. I'd have said something a bit more.
Well, a bit worse.
A bit worse than that.
But here we are. We could be relatives. couldn't
We're
we?
not. Stop saying that.
My mum's a Wood. His mum's a Wood. I know his dad's a Wood.
No, my father.
Your father's a Wood. So there you go.
Stop saying
My
that.
granddad's a Wood.
Right. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's lasted a bit longer. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we will see you soon. Make sure you subscribe up to the video, hit the thumbs up. Alan, would you like to add anything?
It's absolutely free to subscribe to our channels. Can you believe it? Absolutely free.
All this great content for
And
free.
if you click the notification bell, folks, you will get all our videos as we upload them, won't we, monkey? And a thumbs up. Yeah.
Children's TV presenter. You remember that fellow? That Goofy the Gopher or something? You remember that?
No,
No, you're too old for that, aren't you?
I remember Rainbow.
Right, see you soon. Keep on bagging.
Don't forget, fish on.
Ta-ra.